Good morning, everybody. Mark Frederick here, Le Charcuterie Anglais. Got myself another prop, cup of coffee. You know where I'm going to ask at the end of the video. So I'll tell you now, or ask you now. If you don't mind and if you're willing, please buy me a coffee. All goes to my fundraising and the cost of these videos. So I'll put a link in the description at the end. Okay, so it's buymeacoffee.com/TGCA, all right, and then you can just make a donation, the price of a coffee, and that's all it takes. Especially those who feel they want to ask questions relevant to their business or hobby. If you're making salamis for a hobby, for example, and you're having problems, you've got an issue and you want to try and solve them out, you don't know who to turn to, well, you can turn to me. You know, I'll answer your questions anyway. I know it's something I've done over the years anyway. But in this case, you can feel better about asking me because you've made a donation, or hopefully you have, you know, or if you're happy with what I've told you, you'll then go and make a donation. You're under no pressure either way. And I'm willing to help even without a donation. Anyway, let me take a swig of this coffee, then I can put the cup down. Oh, I love my coffee in the morning. Anyway, Q&As. Question came up. Strangely enough, it was about helping people like you, who are individuals, who may just have a hobby, thinking of transforming that into a bit of a small business, or maybe you already are a small business, but you could be a medium-sized business, or even a blue chip giant. You're all the same to me, because you know we're all in the same pot, and we've got an interest in meat, and right through to charcuterie or salumi, if you if you prefer the Italian word. So often during the course of business, we run into several problems. And I remember years ago, I was approached by a company near the Bristol area. You know, I won't mention them by name, but they're very, very famous, and certainly down the from like below the M4 corridor, they're very famous. And they were struggling to get their sausage roll production to a level that was more acceptable to to their end users. And they asked me to get involved and help them out. So, because long story short, I did. I went in there, had a couple of visits, saw their production, and they had sausage roll making machinery like you've never seen before. Massive, 2 production lines they had. And anyway, went in, did my thing, gave my part. There was board meetings and all that kind of thing. Not a big fan of board meetings, I have to say. I much prefer like to walk on a farm in my wellies and say, let's do this, let's do that. But anyway, we did all that, and it's what it was. But the people were smashing, with or without wellies, they were smashing. And so we hammered it all out. We had a few experiments, one thing after the other, and we revamped. I say we, together as a team, myself and these people, this company, and we revamped their sausage roll production. At other recipe, the finished product. They already had the equipment. They were well geared up, and it just tied in. I need to get this in because it's right to do so. It wasn't just me. I was tied to a commitment in Asia, and I actually said I can only help you up to this date and then I have to depart. But I've got a friend who can finish the project off, if you like, you know. So they agreed to that because my friend who came in and helped out with this company behind my departure to Asia was David Lishman, bloody good butcher from Yorkshire, Ilkley, and he went in and finished the project off. So thank you, David. I don't think if I ever said that, but thank you. And between us, we put this together. So anyway, we revamped this sausage roll project, and that's all it was, sausage rolls, nothing else. They did do other things, but that was the only reason we was there. And these people, right, were churning out. I say churning, that's, you know, not exactly the right word, but they were producing, and I get this, 1.1 million sausage rolls per week. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So not an artisan production, it was like you know, large company, shall we say. So anyway, why am I telling you this story? I'm not quite sure, but what I'm trying to say is, I suppose I'm offering my services to you, to anybody, free of charge. And you're going to say, what's the catch? So whether you're a business like that, you know, where you're producing over 1 million products a week, that was just one product, or whether you're just one person on your own, you know, at home, you know, or in your garage, or whatever, you're on your farm trying to earn some extra money, and you need some professional help, the skills and experience that I've got, I'm here to help you. The only catch is you need to pay for my travelling expenses, all right? So that's right through whether it's driving my car, you know, the fuel expenses, or whether it involves a ferry, a plane ticket, taxi, whatever, you know, you need to look after that end, all right? So if I'm going to come and help you for free of charge, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be hitting my wallet, all right? Sorry if that sounds rude, but, you know, fair's fair. And only then, if you're happy, if you really want to, you can make a donation on my Buy Me a Coffee, but you're under no pressure to do that. I'm at a stage of my life now where I've got bags of experience and a terrific skill set. Sorry to blow my own trumpet, you know, it's wasted if I don't share it, all right? That's why I've written books in the past. That's why I've done blogs and things on the internet. For those who know me, that's all I've ever done is shared the knowledge. And people have shared knowledge with me too, so it makes my, you know, my catch, my net, you know, bigger. So so it'd be a crime if I just at this stage of my life, you know, just to turn the switch off and never share anything again. It'd be a bloody crime. So here we are. I'm making myself available to you. So if you fall upon this video and you're at a stage where you need some help, and like I said, if you know, an individual, a small business, you know, maybe a couple on a farm who want to get something going, and you need that professional help, but you haven't got the capital to hire professionals in and things like that, I can help you. It could be my help is, I'll tell you who to go to for help, you know, but more than likely you would have to pay for that help, but still, you know, I'm helping you. But if it suits that I come myself personally, I'm prepared to do that, but you have to pay my travelling expenses, okay? So so what else can I say? It's a unique opportunity for those that need it, and only what you have to do is just send me a message and get down there on the link, buy me a coffee just to get the things going, and we're up and running. You know, I've helped loads of people in the past, more than what's known, and a lot of people that I've helped in the past have gone on to be award-winning in their particular field. Okay, So which I'm very, very proud of. I don't get the recognition for that, but I know personally I was the one behind the scenes putting these people on track, and they themselves with their little businesses and things, and many of them were farm businesses, have gone on to win awards, which they're the ones who've put in the hard work, but they were the ones who were prepared to listen and act upon what was shared with them. So, like I said, that makes me enormously proud. So don't miss out on this opportunity if you need experience like this, or the opportunity. Get in touch. All right, I'm going to try and keep this short. Famous last words. Yeah, get down there, click, do the coffee bit, and like and share, and toodaloo.